Coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you why I'm dancing with the dance team to prepare for nationals. I'm Alex Johnson. I'll have that story next. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you how WVU esports are starting to make a name for themselves. I'm Alex Johnson. I'll have that story next.
Coming up next on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you how 24 first-year rowers are building chemistry. I'm Alex Johnson. Mountaineer Playbook is straight ahead. Coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you how the rowing team did on its first competition of the season. I'm Alex Johnson. I'll have that story next.
Though the big competition isn't until April, the team is already training skills and learning choreography for the upcoming nationals this year. The new team has started off strong this season with a record of 13 wins and 2 losses. They took on George Mason tonight, winning the series 2-3. They head into their first land competition this weekend, hoping to win it all. The team took first place in the 4+ and 8+ events, leading the timesheets against 8 other teams. The team leaders say they're looking to build off this success. The novices squad's first competition will be on November 5th at Fairfax Station against George Mason. The team looks to get their first win of the 2022 season.
West Virginia University.
Coming off of one of the biggest achievements in school history, the WVU dance team looks to keep up the momentum going into the upcoming national season.
When we were in Daytona, that was my first time being in Daytona for nationals, so it was a huge honor being there and getting second place against BYU. It was something that I will never forget.
In April, the team placed second in the D1A Jazz category, the most competitive division at the National Dance Association's collegiate competition. The team defeated notable teams like Iowa State, South Carolina, and Florida State behind the Brigham Young Cougarettes.
5, 6, 7.
Head coach Lindsay Florence said the achievement was a reflection of the growth she's seen over her last 3 years with the team.
Our team for second place, it was the highest we've achieved in the D1A Jazz category in history. So it was a very big milestone for our program and makes us super excited for this season.
The team has already gotten their gold bid, which allows them to attend the 2023 Nationals competition. Though the big competition isn't until April, the team is already training skills and learning choreography for the upcoming Nationals this year.
7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All teams must attend an NDA summer training camp to qualify, and WVU walked away as the best all-around team at this year's camp in Louisville. Junior Courtney Barrer said the team hopes to build off their success at camp and reach new goals.
I think we really need to stay positive and stay focused on our absolute goals, and thinking back to last year, feeling how good that second place felt and using that as momentum to drive ourselves even harder this year.
6, 7, 8, 1, 2.
And the team isn't just training for nationals. The team also attends all home football and basketball games, which allows them to build stamina and performance quality while cheering on the Mountaineers.
Remembering their choreography, hitting cleans, everything that we practiced the week before, they're challenged to go out there, exceed, and do the best that they can.
With 22 team members, only 14 to 18 dancers will earn a spot on the nationals floor. Reporting for Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Alex Johnson.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Esports is the next up-and-coming sport. Even though many people don't consider playing video games very athletic or competitive, esports athletes put in an average of 15 to 20 hours a week of practice and 3 matches. That doesn't count the college classes they take on top of the hours they train to perfect their craft.
So practicing wise, right now, we are only doing like 2 times out of the week because we have Monday, Wednesday, and that's our game days. And then we're practicing Tuesday, Thursdays, and then Fridays as well. And those practices last around like 4 hours.
This year's starting roster consists of 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and 1 junior. Tran is a facilitator of the team, making sure his teammates have the utility they need to defend and attack to win the game.
With my character, like Smokes just cuts out different lanes that my team doesn't have to worry about until like it goes down, basically.
The new team has started off strong this season with a record of 13 wins and 2 losses. They took on George Mason tonight, winning the series 2-3. They head into their first land competition this weekend, hoping to win it all. By winning these esports events, the players and teams can win tens of thousands of dollars, potential items, and sponsorships like Red Bull and Razer. This allows for the players to get paid while attending college.
We go and win Red Bull. In general, it wins big for the school itself, for WVU, because Red Bull would basically build us a whole arena, like an esports arena, which is cool. We don't have to pay a dime.
The squad went undefeated over the weekend, not dropping a single map, to win their first LAN competition. The team won just under $5,000, sponsored by Red Bull. Reporting from Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Alex Johnson.
Sixes, doing legs only.
The WVU's rowing team season officially started with practices in September, but the head of the Ohio Regatta in Pittsburgh marked their first competition.
It was raining the whole time, so we just had to kind of take it as it came. But yeah, I was mainly just excited. It was my last race.
The 3.2-mile course takes rowers up and back the Pittsburgh waterfront, which Nicolia says was a fun challenge.
This particular course was a little bit different than other courses I've raced on, just because the way that the current goes. I've never raced on that river before. So we raced with the current, but then on the way back, we had to go against it.
The team took first place in the 4+ and 8+ events, leading the timesheets against 8 other teams. The team leaders say they're looking to build off this success.
This upcoming race, it's going to be a lot of other D1 programs. So we just want to be more competitive and see how we compare to people that are closer to our speed.
The team's next competition is in Fairfax Station on November 5th, hosted by George Mason. I'm Alex Johnson, reporting from Mountaineer Playbook. With no novice team during the pandemic, this is the first season back that WVU has a novice team.
And the reason the novice program exists in collegiate rowing is because it is a sport you can come to late. Unlike soccer or basketball, where you really kind of need to be playing those sports growing up to get to the skill level and the talent level at D1.
All 24 rowers are first-year rowers. This makes it very important for the team to start building chemistry before their first competition together.
Because the majority of them are all first-year students, there is that greater opportunity to bond as a group, as a class, as they come up through the program.
The novices squad's first competition will be on November 5th at Fairfax Station against George Mason. The team looks to get their first win of the 2022 season.
And what I always like to point out to people is that when we go to the Big 12 championship, there are 5 events, and novices will race and score points for us at the championship.
The brand new team has a lot of learning to do. Being on the novice squad provides the time they need to perfect their craft and bring WVU to the #1 spot in the Big 12 this year. I'm Alex Johnson, reporting for Mountaineer Playbook.